Good morning. It is Monday, July 1st, 6:45 a.m. Oh, the year is 2024. Coming to you from the rainy east coast of the United States. We have had so much dry weather, for weeks and weeks. And now we've had a few days when we've had a little rain, and last night there was a big storm, and it's still drizzling out there this morning. It's a kind of a darkish, well, if it was the fall, I would say a gloomy morning, but the fact that we haven't had any rain, not much to speak of anyway, and I look out and it's overcast, and the sky is getting brighter, but you can't see any sun. It's actually rather calming. The air, even inside my apartment, just feels nicer with all the extra moisture in the air from all this rain. I guess it's just the difference from when it was so dry to now when it's so wet. Of course, if it keeps raining, everybody's going to be sick of the rain and wish it was dry again. Isn't that just like it? In the winter, we wish it was warmer. In the summer, we wish it was cooler. Anyhow. So on to coffee. So I pulled out my whole coffee drawer here. This is my lungo drawer. Well, except I also keep my Laminha coffee here, which is like the lime coffee, just so I won't grab it out of one of the espresso drawers, because when I'm looking at, well, I do that with the coconut too. I'd say I put the flavored coffees down here and the lungos here. So recently I got these in my order. I just had been drinking more lungos. I don't know why. Maybe I just wanted more in each cup, more of the sort of espresso type flavor, but a larger amount. Anyhow, so I got, let's see what we've got here. I've got Indonesia, Stockholm, Cape Town, Buenos Aires, and Vienna. So those are 5 lungos that I've got. And what I've been enjoying, sometimes you just like to have the same kind of thing every day. There's a comfort in that. And then sometimes you like to do new stuff. Now, none of this is new for me, of course. It's all revisiting old friends. And what I'm enjoying is just concentrating on these 5 coffees and kind of getting familiar with them again over days, instead of just having them every once in a while. So let me put them back in my drawer here. What should I have today? You know what? I'll open up the Cape Town. They used to call this, I think, Cape Town and Vivo Lungo. I can't exactly remember, but it had a longer name. They've shortened all these names. So what does it say about this anyway? I haven't read these things in a long time. So this brings you Cape Town's taste in coffee, with South Africa as a stopping point on the old trade routes. Oh, Asian coffees shaped local tastes over time. World Exploration's Cape Town Lungo reflects this preference with a blend of Indian Arabica and Robusta. It results in our most intense lungo, full-bodied and with a punchy bitter note and woodsy aroma. Enjoy it like a local. Add a splash of milk to your long cup to unfold its smooth, roasty notes. I know I used to sometimes make fun of these descriptions they put on the boxes, but kind of somebody just going on and on about all this somewhat esoteric stuff and trying to link it to your temporal cup of coffee. But I kind of enjoy it now. It's poetic in a way. So Yeah, this says lungo, which is 3.7 ounces. And let's see. All right. So I didn't realize this was the most intense lungo. Pretty capsule. Let's see, does it give an intensity on here? No, that's okay. You know what? At first I enjoyed, I used to put my sleeves of capsules in order of intensity in my little coffee drawers there. And then, let me get this going. Then, by now, after what, 4 years or so, 4 or 5 years drinking Nespresso, I've realized that really I want to have the espressos up here, the lungos here, and the decafs on the bottom, because even some of the espressos that only had an intensity of 4 were just so powerful that they were kind of like having my Napoli, which is one of my favorites. It has an intensity of, I don't know, something like 11 or something. On a scale of 1 to, I think it's 11 or 13. Anyhow, because intensity is sort of a combination of the caffeine and just how they judge strength of coffee, which has nothing to do, or very little to do with the caffeine. It has to do with the flavor and stuff like that. Anyway, so even though it said enjoy this with a splash of milk, I've got 4 ounces worth of a warm splash here. I've warmed this in the microwave. So we'll go ahead and push the lungo button. You know, I don't need to be talking to you guys to get distracted. The other morning I was thinking, what do I want to have? And, I had let the machine heat up so it'd be ready to go. And I put the capsule in, closed it. I didn't have the cup under there. Oh, quick, I put it under there. Okay. Then another morning, I had it open and I had my cup under there. I didn't even put the capsule in, and I pushed start. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm perfectly capable of distracting myself without talking to you guys and trying to make coffee. So there we go. And of course, I like having a cafe reverso, which is you put your milk or cream in first and then brew the coffee on top of it. What was I going to say? Oh yes. So when you have 4 ounces of milk, it is a lot easier to put it in the cup first rather than brew your coffee and then, have to pour out. Well, and I wanted it heated anyhow, so I heat it in the cup. I know about how much 4 ounces is. Every once in a while I check it with a measuring cup because, it does look different in each cup. And yes, for those of you who have followed me for a long time, that's my dear Grayson, my wonderful 70-pound poodle that went on to become a dog for Tales of Service, changing lives at both ends of the leash, where he became a service dog for somebody with PTSD, a lot of anxiety and other issues, and he has, from what I understand, done brilliantly at it. I'm so proud. I feel like a proud mom. On the other side of the cup is part of the song, the verse being, both love me no matter what, divine God and canine mutt. I take it hard each time I fail, but God forgives. Dog wags his tail. It's a wonderful song. You can look it up online. It's really sweet. I try not to listen to it because it makes me cry. Oh gosh, just reading this, thinking about not just Grayson, but past dogs. Like I keep a picture. Here, I'll show you. Some of you might remember my dog Kiara the possum killer. Yeah, she killed several possums that had gotten into, one possum that got into my house one time, and then another one that was on the front porch right by the front door. Anyway, she was a lovely dog who I did try to get rid of several times because she shed a lot, and she wasn't, well, you know what it's like, you get dogs for your kids go off to college, then you're still stuck with the dog. But she turned out to be a wonderful, wonderful, dependable, loving dog. Oh, and Spotsy, okay, I can't talk anymore about this. It's going to make me cry. And I want to enjoy my coffee. Have you had dogs that you've loved? And I find that the flavor of the coffee is not, you know, it would be different if I didn't have the milk in it, or if I just had a little bit or put some creamer. But it's still really nice and powerful, even in 4 ounces of milk. So this is about half coffee, half milk. It's almond milk, by the way. Just lovely. Well, I've talked a lot longer than I planned to. We've had a whole conversation here. Looks like nobody's up, except it's not, you know, it doesn't always show me who's watching or how many. But for those of you who have joined you now and I can't see you, or those who will listen later, thanks for joining me. I hope you have a good day.